Good morning. There's something going on in our government that is not necessarily the brightest action in the world, and probably a stinky action at best. And that's the action of a shutdown. And Trump is going to meet with congressional leaders ahead of the shutdown deadline. Now, a shutdown is serious, very serious business. But Trump will meet with the congressional leaders on Monday, just ahead of the October 1st deadline. For he's trying to get lawmakers to reach an agreement on a spending bill that would avert a government shutdown. Now, multiple sources familiar with the plans told that to CBS on Saturday. And Mr. Trump will meet with the Senate Majority Leader John Thune, the Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer, the House Speaker Mike Johnson, and the House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries. Those are the four guys that Trump will be meeting with. I don't know what that means exactly, but maybe they're going to try and shake up a deal to avoid the shutdown. And earlier this week, Mr. Trump said he had canceled the meeting with Schumer and Jeffries, calling their demands for a spending bill unserious and ridiculous. In a joint statement on Saturday, Schumer and Jeffries said that Mr. Trump would once again agree to a meeting in the Oval Office, and adding that they were resolute in their determination to avoid a government shutdown. But the deadline is fast approaching. Schumer called Thune on Friday and urged him to get Mr. Trump to meet and aid with Schumer. That's what they told CBS News. Lawmakers are facing a deadline of midnight Tuesday, when the 2026 fiscal year begins, to reach a deal on a full-year spending bill or a continuing resolution, which is a temporary stopgap measure. Last week, a Republican-backed short-term funding bill passed the House, but failed in the Senate. Democrats have pushed for a bill to include a permanent extension of tax credits for Americans who are enrolled in health insurance through the Affordable Care Act, as well as a rollback of Medicaid cuts that were recently passed in the Big Beautiful Bill. Well, how big and beautiful is it if they cut back on Medicaid? That's not big and beautiful in my mind. If a shutdown were to take place, it would impact what are considered non-essential government programs. And it would also likely stop paying hundreds of thousands of federal workers. In a move that appeared to raise the stakes for a deal, the White House Office of Management and Budget sent a memo to federal agencies on Wednesday, telling them to prepare layoff plans in the event of a shutdown. And that memo, which was obtained by CBS News, told agencies to consider reduction in force notices, a federal term for layoffs. And those layoffs would pertain to employees in programs that receive discretionary funding that stops on October 1st, or that don't have any alternative sources of funding. Programs that did not benefit from an infusion of mandatory appropriations will bear the brunt of the shutdown. And we must continue our planning efforts in the event that Democrats decide to shut down the government. That's what the memo said. And Democratic leaders blasted the memo, and Schumer called it an attempt at intimidation. Well, what's going to happen? What is going to happen? Are we going to shut down? Who knows? In this crazy political atmosphere, who knows what's liable to happen? So just be ready. Be ready. Because the Democrats are not stepping to the plate and giving in. So have a great day. I'll see you in the morning. Bye.